Everyone, happy Monday. Today I want to do once again quick live on a Monday. I think it's been good to share some updates here, and I appreciate everyone that is been sending me feedback. But today I have exciting news of a new feature that I've been working on based on some latest technology developments. But unfortunately, it is not ready for the public. But I will show you here what is happening and how you can use it in the future. I think it's a very cool feature which will allow me and anyone that is using the platform to generate engaging posts based on text. And the reason why I think this is a cool feature is because right now the models are advancing a lot on generating presentations or those type of content that allows you to transfer or communicate with text, but in an engaging environment. The bad thing is that it is not very reliable every time because they might change, like the model might change the text to something else or something similar. So with this tool, you are going to be able to specify what do you want the text to be. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to see how does it work on my local computer, and then you can get a notification when this next feature is available. If you want to get notified by me, just comment here and I will let you know when the feature is ready. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to start sharing my screen so we can check that. Da-da-da. There you go. Okay, that is it. And now we're here. So right now we are on the main page of the public version of Agentic Users. And here you can see that I have the technology news research agent, the one that I use the most to basically keep on top of what's happening on the technology environment. And from here, we're going to get the latest news. So right now, let's see. Okay, this is one is from today regarding to the research that I'm doing for venture capital. But I want to focus on news specifically for now. So here we have top three news from yesterday that my agent found, and we're going to create something that is engaging to publish based on this. Because right now, if you publish something on text, is not as uh, good to capture kind of the intention or desire of someone to look at it. So that is it. Now we're going to go into the kind of local development that I'm currently working on. And here you can see that we have this new drop down here. Like this is the public page, nothing here, but now we're going to have a generate toolset. And basically what I'm going to enable here is like a bunch of selected tools that can help you to create content or to consume content. So for example, one of the things that I'm going to work on also is to generate images simply, also create videos using kind of general video generation technology, but also things like audio overview that will help you to consume content by yourself faster or easier. But now let's focus on UI animations. Let's go here and it opens this model and it's very simple. You have the ability to create things now, like visual or engaging formats. So for example, I am providing three options. One is animated, another one is static, another one is interactive. But right now, small bug there. And let's try it. Let's try it. I'm going to change the variation to something different. And I have a header for this that is going to basically show, like generate a vertical video like animation for the following news items. And now we're going to go into here and let's copy this news. Let's create a document here just to remove the noise. I'm going to remove the primary source because it's not something that we really need to add into the image or the content that we generated. And let's do this. Let's try it first just with the first one. And we're going to add a headline, summary, and reason for ranking. We're going to tab now. And the way that it works, I want to specify, okay, I did a small update just before the live is showing up. And there you go. So you can also specify different for aspect ratios, but right now it's laggy. But right now, what I'm doing is I am sending this request to AI, like the algorithm or the pipeline that is going to create image visual content based on code. So that is the main difference. Now everything is just going to be rendered and you're going to be able to consume it. Right now, you can save it on your workspace. So for example, if I save it here, now it's saved. We're going to close this and we're going to get this thing. You open it here and this is the engaging content. So it is very cool, kind of the news, and it is adding it on landscape. Now, the way that I want this to work and the pending things that I'm working on is I want to create an export video or image or GIF based on these animations. So it is easy to share them. Let's try a different one that is going to be more complex, which will be to actually generate this, but for all the news instead of just one. And you can see that also the information that I shared, it is exactly what I provided here. And I'm just going to add a quick thing about like transitions. So here we have the first one, summary, reason of ranking. Then I'm going to add a simple text like transition to the next headline. And the idea here is that that transition in the prompt will tell the algorithm that it needs to add some kind of either carousel or something similar. There you go, looks good. And animated 5 seconds, I'm going to increase the time to 8 seconds. And it's going to generate it. But before, actually, this is another very cool feature, which is that it allows me, I am providing the ability of uploading an image. So right now I have one that is on my desktop, which is let me take another one. I'm going to go to, let's say, my landing page. I'm going to open Agentic Users landing page. And from here, I'm going to take a screenshot. And based on that, okay, actually, I want to do it for these. Just this section, let's say. Yeah, just this section. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and add it as a reference. Now we have it here. And I am providing by default different options. Like the first one is just visual reference, and you provide all the instructions of how you want to use this image. But the main or more useful thing that I think is of this extraction of attributes is the default one. So for example, here, I don't want to exactly get the layout from this image, but I want to have the colors to match my branding. So I'm going to keep colors, typography, not really. I'm just going to remove it, and style. Yes, let's keep the style. So now that I specify this, I am going to do the generation. It takes a little bit of time because the way that it works is that it is triggering a multi-step long execution. So the algorithm is basically processing in different steps, kind of a default workflow of how this information should be processed and then the animation generated. And let's go. Takes a little bit of time. And while that is processing, okay, there you go. So right now, if I open this, Agentic News, it actually takes uh, the logo or typography from my computer, from the image that I provided. And here you can see this carousel that is showing the information that I provided on the news. So just like that, easy, you are able to create this engaging video that you can publish on your social media, on your LinkedIn, and more to transfer kind of the knowledge or things that you want to share. Let's do another try, and let's try with multiple options. And like 2, I'm going to generate 3. And one of the things is that this is probabilistic. So if you create multiple variants, on the backend, I am changing, like I implement something that it will basically force that there is some variant between each one of the generation. It's not like we are sending the same request to the agent. So that's something that is programmed. And for the style, I do not really want to get now, since I see how this works, it looks very website-ish. I want to actually get something that is more dynamic, not as something that I have on my landing page. So for example, I'm going to remove the style and try again. I think 8 seconds is fine for the complete process. So go here, and now we're going to do this. And in the meantime, since this will take probably a minute, maybe less, I want to share some of the things that I have updated on my landing page. And I think that is the key. Last time I mentioned that I feel that something is off on my landing page. And now that I've been doing more research and actually put some thought into it, is that it has a lot of information. As an engineer, someone that is a builder, I don't know, I simply like websites that provide me details on what is going on, these are the variants. So let's see them. This is the first one. Again, it takes something similar to what we shared on the image. And let's see another one. Okay, this one is different. It's in some kind of presentation like, which is also cool. And and this one added kind of the background, daily intelligence, and more. Let's try to modify the prompt. I'm going to add it here. I'm going to close this. And let's try to do something else. Okay. I actually want to use one of the agentic users, of the assistants. I'm going to open this one. Guys, you are not looking at the screen. I am so sorry. I just realized that. I don't really know how long was that. Share. There you go. Amazing. Wow. I'm very sorry about that. I know that there is an issue on my computer that it is messing up the connection of sharing the screen. Okay, so if you didn't saw any of that, now I hope it's going to make more sense. So basically, we are creating. It is stop sharing again. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, we are creating this content from the news, so then I can publish it as some part of kind of a LinkedIn post or something like that. And right now I have generated multiple variants from it. And yeah, I'm going to modify the prompt right now so you can see how we can tune it to make it somewhat different. And we're going to use an agentic user for this. Not an agentic user, actually just an assistant. Okay, now you see that it has the context of this. I'm going to open it again. There you go. And I'm going to ask this assistant to help me. I want to modify the next prompt to define more the style, or at least request it to be highly dynamic, some kind of animation on the background that is related to the text. I do want to have some kind of carousel that is looping between the news, but help me to update kind of the prompt, keep the same news content. So I'm going to add that, and there you go. I'm going to now add the news here for context. Here are news. And I tasked this to the Green Hat assistant, which is the creative one. So let's see what comes up. Okay. It is thinking. Let's give it a second. There you go. Okay. So, newsletter, let's. Okay, let's try this. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to actually just copy the complete to add it here. What do you think? I'm going to remove the last section. And I'm going to make it simpler. Generate. Let's see what it creates. Now we're going to go here. And There we go. Now I'm going to take that video and upload it to LinkedIn. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to upload the video. I'm going to select it from here on my local computer. It's desktop. Sorry for showing this. Agentic users. And I'm going to simply add it here. Okay, that's another thing. Doing deep recording, I get the video as mob, and that's something that we do not want. It's also something that I am currently working on for the processing. So let's go back to here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Claude Code to fix the file format. So the way that I do this is I have my file here that it's on .mob, and then I open a terminal. Terminal, new window. There we go. Okay, new window. And the way that I do this is I just go cd desktop. Then right now I just use Claude. And I take the name here and transform this .mob video into MP4. And it's going to basically check what I have available in the desktop, and it will convert it to MP4. And that's it. Instead of uploading to a page that is going to do that, I just do it here. There you go. Now go back to LinkedIn. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to add it here, and there you go. And looks great. I know that now I could better upload it in a different aspect ratio, but that's something I will implement also later. And yeah, that's it. Let's click next. And I'm going to put something here. Hello. Here is what my agentic user found. Here is what my agentic user found on the latest technology news from January 18. I just used Willow voice to do this. I'm going to add here, found and created with agentic users. There you go. And that's it. I'm going to post it. I hope that you see that too. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen again. Okay, view all posts. And that's us. Now I am waiting here to see my post. Yeah. So right now, for example, I just shared this again on LinkedIn, and you can see that it looks cool. It's kind of engaging news that I'm able to generate completely with agentic users. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone that joined the live, and I will push this feature as soon as possible. Let me know in the comments if you would like to have some kind of notification when it's published. Thank you. Bye-bye.